Okay, here we are in Highlands Hammock State Park, and I know that I filmed the other day, but it was extremely busy, so I thought I would just do another quick walk around tour of a better idea of the sites. All the sites with the numbers, your site is to the right of the number. So site 1 is here, and then this will be site 2 here. 3, and pan to their side. This would be 16 here, and you kind of get an idea. Come back over here, 4. This one's going to be 5 because it's to the right of the post. 6, 7, 8, 9, 17, 18. 18's a really nice site actually, because you get a lot of space side to side and you don't have that much trees. So if you need a Starlink, 18 would definitely be a good site. And let's see, this one's gonna be 19. 19's not that bad, but it's kind of wonky because you have your trees right here. And keep in mind that this is 20 here, but you're going to have another site on the back over there, and you're going to back into each other. So if you want to camp with family and y'all want to back into each other back to back, y'all could do that. These over here obviously don't have anything to back up into. Number 10 does have trees if you want shade, but it looks pretty deep and long right there. But it's definitely slanted and slopes. Here's a path to the bathroom. So if you would be close to the bathrooms, depending on what size rig you have, you can pick one of these. Here's over here. On the weekend, this place was so busy. And this area right here, this middle section, seems to be a popular section, and it can get loud. Just to keep that in mind if you're looking for. This is site 14. 14 is a really good site too. You have really deep, the bathrooms are right there. The only thing that you want to look out for is that this tree limb does hang pretty low, so you probably are going to scrape, I know, you would definitely going to scrape your rig, the roof of your rig on that one. 34, let me show you 34 real quick. It's humongous. He has the car parked there, they have a little setup, and it's a huge spot. So 34 is a nice, big, huge site, and it's also right across from the bathrooms. Coming around over here, this little section's kind of tucked over and the side off by itself. Here's site 35. Right across from 35, you have a nice grassy lawn area with a picnic tables, and that table right over there has a checker table that you can play checkers on. Here's lot 36, but it does have a lot of this brush right here, but that I guess gives you some privacy of where your picnic table would be. But keep in mind there's a big tree right there, and this is a wonky site too, just because you have these two trees right here, so it is a large site number 37 is huge, as long as you can avoid these trees right here. Here's site number 38. This was our site. You can tell that there is no shade, so in the summertime I can only imagine how hot it would be with no shade, but you have great starlight. And this section right here would be a great section to, I would say if you have like meetups, like your families, these sites are really good to try to get in. And you can see this site right here, number 45. The sky did get in here, but it's a tight fit. That site over there where they are packing up the Jeep is a nice site because you have nobody next to you over here. And this little section right here is kind of awkward. Like, I don't know how you can get in it. I think these must be tent only sites because there's no way you can drive in there. So it's like 47. And I can't see the rest of the numbers. I don't have my glasses on, but this site right here is big rig friendly. Number 52 is big rig friendly. It's also right across the street from the park. Now we're gonna go up or down this loop here. This whole section over here on the weekend was completely full. People were having a great time. There was no obnoxious loud parties, but it was loud because everybody was just having a good time and cooking out and just hanging out with friends and family. This is site 53. It's a corner lot here. This is a big site right here. This is going to be 54. You probably, I would say it's big rig friendly as long as you stay closer over here, but it does slope down. Here is site 35 right here. There's nobody in it, but it's kind of small. So if you have a small rig, you can get it, but this is a very uneven ground right here. This is 56. Right across over here, you have the bathhouse. They do have 3 bathhouses in here. Here's site 65. You can see that there's a tent in 65. Here's 64. Here is site 63. It's a nice, big, huge site. This road dead ends, this little small road. And this site, no, it's not this site. So this is a nice big site with lots of trees. So 62 would be a really nice site, especially during the summer, if you wanted shade but no Starlink. Now this is the one that's really, really wonky. It's number 61. And the reason why I say it's really wonky is because your electrical panel is right here, but your water spigot is way over there. And with the trees and everything and this, you need a long hookup. I've seen people treat this as a pull through because it's so hard to maneuver in here. So if you back up, the hookups are on the wrong side. So keep in mind, 61 is definitely a wonky site. And then we have this back side, we have 39, or sorry, this is 59, and then we have 58. This is 60. 60 is a huge lot, but not good for RVs or travel trailers because they do have low hanging trees. This park is actually really nice for a state park. It's really pretty. The roads are pretty easy to get into. The trees are still pretty low, so if you're coming in with a fifth wheel, if you've watched the other video, I'll link it. I'll just put it up there because I did film it, and maybe I said some information that I'm not saying in this one, but I'll just link it. You can go watch the other one too to get another idea. Here is 66th, super long and deep, right here. But again, the tree situation. 67, I don't really like 67 because even though it's long, it's not very, you get the trees that back in kind of do a weird thing, and I don't even see, like the water is way back there in the corner. Here's site 68. 68 minus the trees is okay. This is a nice site. 69 is really nice, except it's very uneven. I know it's probably hard for y'all to tell, but it's uneven. But it's a large site with no trees. Here's number 70, really deep site. 71. And I would say about, well, I don't know an average, but most of these have their electrical panels and the water at the very back of the rig. So keep that in mind if you have that. Okay, I'm just going to turn around right here and go back the other direction. But this guy's site is 104. It is big. There's somebody sitting outside, but they got their big rig in there. This one is 103. 102 is a nice large site. This is 101. They have a big Class C, and they still have, you have plenty of room to get around, but there's trees up top. Here's site 100. It's a wider spot, but I can't even see the electrical hookups over there. Like, I can't even see the box, so I don't know where you can hook up. This is 99. These are sites 72 through 98 is back this way. 72 has a pole right in the middle of it. It looks more like for camping tents and stuff. Here's 97. '96 has a small little camper in it. Here is 74. I'm sorry, this is not 74. I don't know what this is. Because to the right of it, this is 74, which is right back to the bathroom. With the hookups, you can tell are way over here, but you have all this open space over here. 95. It's long width-wise, but not in depth. So 94 has big, huge trees right in the middle of it. So that would probably be a good one for just tent camping. This one is 75. You have your water hookup, bathroom here. 76 kind of comes in at a weird angle, so keep that in mind. But your electrical will be on, electrical and water are right there. 93. I liked 93 a lot because you have a very deep yard here, and you have your water and your electrical right back there, but then you have all of this free space, and you do have some clearance from the trees and definitely have some shade, and you're right next to the bathhouse, and the bathhouse has a dishwashing station on this bathhouse, and here's the trash. This is site 77 right across from the bath. You in between the bathhouses here. It's a large site. Here is site 92 here. So you would pull in, oh, I don't know where you'd pull in. It's trying to find your electrical. This is you're right next to the bathroom, but I don't know where you hook up. 78 over here. You have your electrical box right back here. So I would avoid probably 78 because it's just the electrical so far back there. 91 is a nice big open spot. Just keep in mind of the lines running up top. Here's 90. It's not bad. 89 is right here. You're going to be contending with the trees. I'm not sure if this is all one. This has to be another one because there's another electrical. I just don't know what number this is because it's not marked. This is another huge site right here with a nice, nobody's behind you right here, and there's no trees. So 80 would be a good one if you wanted Starlink and close to the bathrooms and had a big yard. This is 88, which is huge, and another straight pull through that you can actually pull through. Picnic tables, your box goes right here in the middle. That's the only thing that's kind of weird about that one. We have 87, which is, you're still contending it's supposed to be a pull through, but you have the trees. Here is people in this one. You have 86 here. This one is 80. I hope I'm saying this right, but this one's 82 right here. This is definitely just a camping site. Here's another nice pull through, except the trees just tight squeeze. It's number 85. This is number 83. If you had a rig, you could back it in. It's be kind of tough because you have this big stump here, but you have all of this corner lot to yourself. And then I'm assuming this is 84 right here on the corner. Not sure. Keep going around. We're going to circle back around. Now we're back to the playground. This is the road for all the pull-throughs coming in from the other direction. There's extra parking down there. It does dead end, so if you are coming down here, travel trailer, then just be careful not to drive down there because it's a dead end. That is where the biking trail begins, is that way. The section back here is also pretty quiet. This section, or this site right here, number 138, is massive. And you're right across the street. The water and the electricals, let's see if I can find them here if they have any. The water and the electricals are going to be right over there. So you're going to have to back in this way. But you have a huge yard. And this would be a big rig friendly site, number 138. When I say big rig, keep in mind, I don't see huge toy hauler fifth wheels when I'm saying big rig right now. There are some fifth wheels in here. Not many. This is 137. 136 is super nice. It is a pull through also. Lots of room. Good. A little bit of shade cover, plus you have access to Starlink. 135 is a pull through. Your hookups are going to be back here. You'll still be pulling in this way here. Now, anytime you see a paved site, that's going to be a handicap site. So just keep that in mind. So for instance, this one is 134, but it's like really tight because this paved area belongs to a different site. So it's really a sliver right here. But the electrical hookups and the water hookups are going to be here. So I would not pick 134 if it's me. So paved road right here, so it's 133. This is handicap. So you'll have your electrical and your water right up there. You'll have all of this picnic area, so if you have mobility issues, this is definitely going to be a good site for you. The bathroom is right across the road. So this is 132, but your electrical and your water hookup are right here. So keep that in mind, but you are right next to the bathroom. I just asked a friendly couple who are staying on a handicap site if there's anything required to show proof about the handicap. There is not. Obviously don't go out and just book the handicap sites if possible, but they don't have to show proof of anything. They do. This is one bathhouse that does have washer and dryers on site. The washer machine's working. The washing machine's working. The wash machine was broken. The dryer was working on this side. Then they do have a family restroom, so if you would feel more comfortable being in here instead of using the main washroom, then that would be an option. So they have another set of washer and dryer and then another set over here. However, this dryer is out of order. We're gonna come back around here. Here is handicap parking, so if you are staying in another section of the park and couldn't get a handicap parking spot, they do have parking right up here to this bathroom. So here's another handicap spot, so you can see the numbers. It's 130. It's a really nice one. And then here is 129, which also is a really nice one. Sorry. 128, you have your electrical hookups way back here, but then you have your site right here, but it's nice and shaded and close to the bathrooms. There's a nice little breeze right here. This is 127, it's smaller, but here is site number 126. It's got a nice, it's not very big. You can see they have their van in there, and it's not terribly big. This one's another one that I'm not sure. They have water and electric hookups here, but it's a pretty tiny, 125. It's pretty tiny. But there is the other bathhouse right there. I know this is going to be a longer video, but you can fast forward to the spots that you want. There's a certain number. If you looked on the map and you're like, think you want a certain spot, you can fast forward. This is 124. It's wide, but not very deep. Here's another one. This is 123, not very big. This is 118. They have a truck and a boat. This one is a nice site. It's 117. It's a really large site, and you do have a lot of clearance, mostly clearance here for a larger rig. This one's a very deep site, not very wide. It's 116. Here's 115. It's pretty small. 107. Smaller site. My battery's getting hot, so I'm gonna rush through this last end. I'm sorry. Here's 108. 108's nice. Here has someone backing in right to you. This is 109. It's a very deep site, and you can see they probably have at least something over a 30-foot right there, so that fits in there nicely. 110 is a nice site. Keep in mind the overhead power line, phone line, not sure what it is, but it's huge. You have this whole area. And here is 111. Which 111 is also a huge site, but it has low trees and your electrical is way over here and then your water is way over there. So I would not pick 111. Here is 112 and 113 right there.